Benha University, Faculty of Agriculture, Biotechnology Program. I'm sorry for the delay, it's from my part. Are you feeling tired, feverish, aching, and having a sore throat? Did your symptoms escalate to vomiting, diarrhea, and rashes? Have you been near someone sick or trying exotic food recently? If so, I'm sorry to inform you that you may have Ebola virus. What is Ebola virus? Ebola virus causes a severe hemorrhagic fever, similar to yellow fever. It affects the body's ability to regulate itself. It was first discovered in 1976 when a mysterious epidemic struck two Central African towns in Sudan and Congo. Killing the majority of its victims, it was first confused with another known virus, but microscopic imaging indicated that this is an entire new pathogen. Then, in which they named it after the nearby river Ebola. But how did you get infected? Ebola virus is transmitted among humans through close, direct physical contact with infected body fluids. The most infectious being blood, feces, and vomit. The Ebola virus has been also detected in breast milk, urine, and semen. However, it's unlikely for it to become airborne. Certain species of bats are believed to be the principal animal reservoirs of Ebola viruses. Research has demonstrated that bats can carry the virus without showing clinical signs of illness. Ebola's structure is similar to a rocket, consisting of two parts: the RNA, which is the payload, and the delivery system, with the virus membrane and glycoprotein. Ebola directly attacks the immune system cells. Some of the first cells it attacks are the dendritic cells, which are considered to be the brains of the immune system. It starts by entering the cell by binding into receptors for cell transport. Then the cell takes it in a membrane-bound compartment called lysosome. The virus needs to get out of the lysosome into the cytoplasm in order to start copying itself. Virus fuses its membrane to the lysosomal membrane with the help of our protein MBC1, telling it when to fuse to release its payload and starts making copies of the cell. Once saturated, it dissolves the cell membrane and releases millions of copies of the virus. It also infects the natural killer cells, which kills infected cells. And it also infects the guard cells of the body's macrophages and monocytes, causing an immune system overload known as cytokine storm, which damage blood vessels, causing internal and external bleeding. It also attacks the liver cells, causing organ failures. To sum it up, it uses our own defense systems against us, as if your body didn't like it. Symptoms begin from the day 7 to 9 of the infection, starting with a headache, fatigue, fever, muscle soreness, and starting from day 12, resulting in seizures, internal and external bleeding, and death. Don't worry though, when I tell you that there is currently no antiviral drug licensed by the FDA. Because in 2018, during the outbreak in the Republic of Congo, 4 investigation treatments were initially available to treat patients with AVD. Two of those treatments are Regeneron and MAV114. Overall survival rate was much higher. These 2 antiviral drugs currently remain in use for patients with confirmed Ebola. Drugs that are being developed to treat AVD work by stopping the virus from making copies of itself, blocking the protein that tells it to bind with the lysosome, or blocking the glycoproteins. Don't worry though, despite its horrifying effects, the overall death casualties from Ebola is much less than many of the common infections throughout the world. This is my references. Thank you.